Hey folks, this is Vince with Dan's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Gtfo. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $40. There is a 25% launch discount until December 22nd, 2021. So this game has been in early access for a while, and I've played it then. I revisited the game upon launch, and I'm here to give you a quick review of it. So what is Gtfo? Well, this is a hardcore cooperative horror shooter game similar to that of, say, Left 4 Dead, but this game is more stealth-based in the sense that you are almost required to stealthily crouch around and take out enemies systematically rather than create a whole lot of noise. Doing so will typically kill you. One of the main differences, for example, in Left 4 Dead, you have med kits that are pretty plentiful, and when you do use them, they heal you for a lot. In this game, you don't start with any med packs or anything like that. If you do find one in the environment and heal yourself, it's like a 20% health restoration thing. So this game is a lot more punishing in terms of, if you make a mistake, you're kind of screwed, that kind of thing. So it's definitely more hardcore that way. I am sorry to say that despite how good this game looks, like the visuals are fantastic, the fog, the creepiness factor, like I went into this and I'm like, wow, this environment is fantastic. If Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood had this, that'd be great. Unfortunately, that's all the game has going for it, in my opinion, at least to me anyway. First and foremost, in the main menu, the UI will move around as you move the mouse, and that gets me very dizzy. Now, I asked on the Steam forums how to fix that. One person said that there's sliders under chromatic abrasion or something like that, but there's no chromatic abrasion anywhere in the options menu. And I've tried various sliders, so I can't stop it. So, it seems like this art style that the developers forced on you is non-accessible. So if you're prone to motion sickness because of a UI constantly moving around, you're SOL, unless I'm just missing something. I've been through the options menu 4 times, and I can't seem to find it. Once you get past that, basically you're prisoners thrown into this environment, and you're tasked with going through a series of levels, and then there's even checkpoints. But whenever you die at a checkpoint, it's not like you restore back to full health. The game simply reloads you to the same state you were when you reached that checkpoint. So you can just, if you're low on health, yeah, you'll be restored if you die, but it's like you're beating your head against a wall at that point. If you're not in a good place and you don't see yourself getting past the next part, you just might as well start over. But yeah, you're thrown into this environment. There are AI bots, but I will say that they are dumb. They are not worthy of, Left 4 Dead bots are really good. They will protect you. They are pretty quick on the trigger. These guys, first of all, the enemies, they target you specifically. If there's a choice, they go after you all the time. So if you alert a mob, for example, and there are 3 AI bots in front of you trying to shoot at them, the enemies will target you. I'll be hiding behind a wall, right? And 2 or 3 AI are around the corner shooting at them. These guys will run past, the enemy will run past them and go after me. I'm like, well, what's the point of having AI bots if they can't be red shirts? You know what I mean? So, it's bad enough that the enemy AI specifically targets you whenever you're visible or whenever it can. The AI bots don't seem to do very much. During combat, they would just stand behind a wall and just, I'm like, go out there, do something. And they just stand behind the wall, waiting for me to get killed. So, the AI bots are pretty, just frustrating in this game. I really didn't care for them. Aside from that, you'll go through the level, opening chests and lockers and getting through security doors. There's a hacking minigame where you have to time the button press. There's also a computer console that you can interact with, and you have to actually type in commands like query space and then find this or ping this, or if you're looking for a particular key card to open a door. The levels are procedurally generated, which is nice. So sometimes you have to find a key card, other times you won't. It all depends on the level, but Typically, most of your gameplay is going to be crouching around, getting through the level, and then when you get to a checkpoint that alerts the horde, it's a survive thing. You have to stand in the green area, a very small green area, for like 10, 20 seconds, something like that. And these enemies, again, target you specifically most of the time, so staying alive through that is very frustrating. And again, I'm talking in terms of single player. The game was balanced around 4 actual players, 4 real players, and there is no scaling. So if you go into this by yourself expecting a good solo experience, you're not going to find it here. This is one of those barotrauma style games where, the developer knows it's hard and doesn't care. So this game falls into a very niche category. Are you a hardcore gamer? Yes. Do you love hardcore games? Yes. Do you like being forced to play with other people because the developer won't scale anything back for lesser people? Yes, I love it. In that case, maybe this game is for you. Again, the whole idea is good. The visuals are fantastic, but in terms of gameplay and balance and scaling, no, I'm sorry. I can't recommend this game at the price. $40. I've enjoyed Back 4 Blood, and Left 4 Dead and other similar games. Warhammer Vermintide. These are games I can play single player and still have a good time doing. This game frustrates the heck out of me. This is another instance where, like Barotrauma, I won't touch it because of the scaling and the difficulty. I can't even get past the first level on my own. So I think that's a failing on the developer's part, but it is their vision. They can design their game however they want, but if you're not going to make it accessible to a wide range of players, then don't expect a whole lot of sales, I think, in my opinion. I think if this developer added multiple difficulty modes, made the bots smarter, made them, take more hits or make the enemy AI focus on them more than on you, I think this game could be enjoyable single player, but as it stands, it's just simply not. So I don't recommend it, only to a very, very niche audience on a sale. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.